What's up, guys? I'm back on another trail in the Black Hills. As you can see behind me, it is the old Baldy Trail of the Black Hills. It's kind of a trek out here. It's about 7 miles from Savoy, out by Spearfish Canyon, if you know where that's at, and it's pretty easy to get to after that. And of course, we are surrounded right now by cows. So if you hear cows mooing, yeah, it's because of those little guys. Look at that little baby cows. I don't want to get head butted, so I'm gonna start walking. But yeah, we're out at Old Baldy, and we're just gonna take a trek as far as I can go today, and then turn around and come back before the sun gets too far down. Oh, sorry, cows. Get off the trail. But this trail, you can use bikes on, you can ride horses on, and of course it's walking or jogging or whatever you prefer. Came late in the afternoon because it's a pretty hot one out here today, and it's even supposed to be hotter tomorrow. But luckily for me, I'll be inside an air-conditioned building all day as I start my new job. And you know, start buying some new equipment. Hopefully I can save up for a new camera, save up for some new rigs, microphones, external microphones. I'd like stuff like that, and maybe some handheld rigs that'll help me for carrying my cameras without shaking so much. I mean, it gets a little hard. Let's see here. Got a map from the trailhead. It shows me where I'm at. You can actually go to Rimrock Trailhead from here. So you can actually park at this trailhead, and it'll actually lead you down to the next trailhead if you wanted to go to Rimrock Trailhead, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's all encompassing. It's all kind of together. Let's see. I think if we head up, got a sign here, guys. See what that says. Old Baldy Trail, east route, and then the west route is that direction, of course, towards the sun. I'm gonna take this one because it looks a little shorter. Because I have limited sunlight, and I want to make it as far as I can with the sunlight I have. I do have a headlamp and stuff, but it's in the car. I expect that I'm not going to be out here too late, so if it starts to get dark out, I can always find my way back to the car. So I have a pretty good sense of direction. Like I said before, as long as you stick to the trail and know which way you're going, I mean, it can be hard to get lost, and some people do get lost along trails in the Black Hills. Which I had a conversation this weekend with my sister's friend about people getting lost in the Black Hills. It's like, or on trails or areas out in Badlands. I mean, it's kind of hard to get lost on those trails. But yeah, I could see somebody rode a bike out here. There's tracks cruising up and down this, so it shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, this area in the Northern Hills, I mean, you have trails dang near everywhere. Like I said, this old Baldy Trail, you just take another trail that leads out goes to Rimrock Trail. Rimrock Trail has a lower and an upper, and it also leads to the little spearfish one that I did before. So all those are pretty much right by the Rough Lock Falls area. There's the Rough Lock Falls Trail. There's also Savoy Trail. I mean, there's a bunch up in this area. Tinton, 11th Hour I think is over here. The old 76, no? It's not this area. Oh, another cow. Moo. I speak cow, apparently. Yeah, they use these for grazing land. So you'll find cows kind of walking here and there. So far the trail's been pretty well defined. Got a little mud on it. So, yeah, give a report of the wildlife I see here. Cows. In nature. But yeah, some of those cows have babies, and besides babies being kind of curious about you, the mothers might get a little mean, who knows. Haven't been really around cows all that much. I know the cows can headbutt you, or the babies like to play with you. Headbutt you, hurt you. Give me a second, I'm going to clean this screen off, guys. There we go, is that better? Hold on a second. Yeah, touched the display button so I couldn't see what I was doing. I thought I shut my camera off, but I didn't. Still running. Probably hear cows in the background. Hear me fumbling with the camera. But yeah, the total on this trail I think is it says the entire loop is 6 miles, so 3 miles on one side for the west and 3 miles for the east, plus can't remember if it said 1 or half a mile up to the peak. But if I can, I'll try to get up just one side for today and then back down. Shouldn't take me very long. It's nice and shady. It's not too warm out right now, although there is a crap load of poop, cow poop on the trail that is attracting a lot of flies and bugs that I walk by, and they just kind of attack me. And the smell, you know, it's not the greatest, all the cow poop, but I haven't seen a cow this far down yet. All of them were up by the trailhead. Seen a few out in the middle of the woods, which is kind of weird, just kind of walking around by themselves. But yeah, so you come into summertime, you'll share the trail with cows. Yeah, I said there was a recent sighting of a another bear in the Black Hills, another black bear. There was also a sighting of a wolf, I guess, outside of Sturgis. And of course, like I'd stated before, there was a moose sighting down in like the Hill City area. You know, so getting a little bit more wildlife around here. Than we used to have. I mean, but I guess bears were naturally here before we were, so were wolves and coyotes and foxes and bobcats and mountain lions. Like I said, I do have a knife with me. I do carry some of that stuff with me, just in case I run into things that might think I look like a tasty meal. Although with all the walking I've been doing lately, I might be a little more tougher to chew than a couple months back. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep cruising on this trail. Now that I found the right trail, I'm gonna keep cruising on it, and I will bring you guys back when I get a little further down. So I'll see you guys then. Later. Okay guys, I'm back. I've been walking for about 25-30 minutes now, and the trail's been pretty good. They've been marking the trail with these orange and blue nylon tape, so you kind of know where you're going. Speaking of one, there's one right there. Kind of all along the trail, they tie them to trees, bushes. They're either fluorescent orange like that, or a really light color blue, which is nice. Yeah, I just want to talk to you guys about coming out here. I come out here by myself a lot. The ones on the weekends I do with my sister and her friend. You know, if you're going to be coming out and doing these videos, I mean, or you're coming out and walking these trails, tell somebody, you know, always tell somebody where you're going to be going, exactly where you're going to be going, how long it technically should take, you know, so just in case you hurt yourself out here, and you have no cell coverage, at least somebody knows where to find you. They can call the cops, or the police, or forestry service, ranger service, whatever. And they'll come out and they'll find you. I explained to my mom where I was coming. Of course, my sister knows where I was coming because I took her vehicle. My pickup is almost out of gas, and it's a little jaunt from Lead to here. But yeah, that's a good rule of thumb. Also, make sure, you know, if you have a cell phone, that it's charged. Hey, there's another sign. That's the first sign I've seen in quite a while, actually. Make sure your cell phone's charged, at least that way. If you do get any cell reception, you can make a phone call. And I know up the hill, on top of this hill, I checked to see if I had any cell reception, and I do. Over the past couple of days, cell service has been dropping out for all different carriers, which kind of sucks. So make sure you know if you have self-service or not. And like I always state, you know, make sure you're a good pair of shoes or boots. Seen a chipmunk running through the tree there. But you know, bug spray, like I always say, bug spray. Make sure you bring your water, like I got, and make sure you just come prepared. Wear a hat. Always dress in layers. I like to dress in layers, light layers I can peel off as I go. Say I start early in the morning and it's kind of cold, or I start late in the afternoon like this and I need to put a jacket on, you know, so I usually bring layers with me. Stated before, I like these zip-off pants. They have like zip-off legs, so they turn into shorts, which is pretty cool, just in case I get extremely overheated. I have a camelback. I have a knife with me. You know, just the basic necessities that you'd need just in case anything may arise. And they've been closing some of the trail systems around the area due to the wet conditions, because it's been a really wet season here. So a lot of these trails kind of get messed up when a lot of people walk on them. The ones that are really closing though are like ATV trails, 4x4ing trails. But a lot of these trails are still open. Walking trails, biking trails. And just make sure that you check. They do have listings of trail closures that you can look up and see. Well, that's cool. Look out there. In the wildlife, I seen a couple of whitetail bucks, or whitetail deer. I don't know if they're bucks, because usually when you see whitetails, you just see them running away from you, so you see the whitetail. So you really can't see the head. Of course, like I said, the cows have even made it down here. It's a really hearty smell, and a buttload of flies, which are attracted by the poop. So far they haven't been biting flies, they're just big doo-doo flies, so, which is a good thing. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. Over on the Little Spearfish Trail is right after I did my outro and I was walking down the rest of the trail. Had about a mile to go back to the pickup, and I was coming down the really steep part of the trail that kind of zigs and zags back through this little valley, and all of a sudden I hear just this loud crashing sound, which kind of scared me for a second. I mean, thought maybe some rocks were falling down on the hill, but I noticed there was an elk. He was hauling buns up the hill. Only caught the rear end of him, and as he kind of turned and looked at me, I stopped and I tried to get my camera out of my bag, and he took off up over the hill. And I was like, oh man, really wish I would have caught that on camera. And if you guys catch my Badlands Trails one, you guys get to see some pretty awesome bighorn sheep. They were just off the side of the trail. They were extremely cool. They were just kind of chilling, eating. Way bigger than the ones that we have around here. We do have some bighorn sheep that cruise through Deadwood and lead. Their horns aren't as big as those ones. Ours are a little smaller and they look a little more mangier for some reason. But yeah, all different kinds of wildlife here, which is pretty cool. If you stopped, take a second to look around, you get to see all that. Those of you coming on vacation here, I highly recommend it. I live here. There's no other place I'd rather be right now. Like I stated before, I lived here for years and never really got to fully enjoy all these trails like I'm enjoying now, you know? I mean, there are probably trail systems everywhere, especially where you live. Just outside your back door. Get out, a little exercise, take the family. If you have little ones, pack a lunch, some snacks, a lot of water, and hit your local trail systems. It's pretty cool. You get to be out in nature. You get a little exercise. You get to see beauty. And all the animals that come with it, you know. That's kind of what I want to prove with these videos, is that if you come prepared, you know, you can go and see some of the awesome things that nature provides. And listen to the bees and the, who knows, probably wasps and flies and all different types of flying things. I'd say you get to smell fresh air, but yeah, not so much on this trail. But on most trails, yeah, you get to smell fresh air. Cool breezes, you know. I can't wait a couple of weeks. I'm gonna try to get out and go camping, you know, take a weekend and just go get lost. I don't have to worry about anything, and take the family out maybe, throw some hammocks up, get a campfire going. That's heaven for me. If I lived out in the woods in a cabin, I'd take that any day. I'm living in a high-rise apartment. But that's just me. So I'm still walking, and I'll be walking around the backside of this hill. I should be getting pretty close to where the two trails meet, and then there's a scenic outlook. So I will turn you guys back on when I get there and let you guys enjoy the view with me. I'll see you guys in a little bit. But yeah, you get to see different things out here. Get to experience some cool things. scratch your bug bites whenever they itch. Even with off on, I think I got at least a mosquito bite every night that I went out and shot different videos. So, and my arms and my legs took the brunt of it all. It's not too bad. They itch every now and then. That's a good thing about, you know, being out in nature. You get to experience some things. What's loving nature without a little pain here and there, a little itch, a little scratch. But yeah, I love trail systems, and I want to do the Centennial Trail from start to finish. I think that's like 111 miles. That starts out by Bear Butte Lake and ends down near Presho and zigzags its way all the way through the hills. I'm trying to plan a day where I can get on the Mixon Trail and I get my fee paid. Maybe get a bigger Camelback, who knows. One that'll carry a little more water and a bag for the snacks and things like that. And I get on the Mixon Trail and try to get that thing done. Sounds like there's a mouse or something in there. From start to finish as on that one as well. It's 108.8, I do believe. And of course, that one's a feed. You have to pay, or a fee. You have to pay a feed for that one. Once you pay your fee, you're pretty much good to go. You can walk at your leisure. It does say that it's only open in half an hour before dusk, or open half an hour before dawn and a half an hour after dusk, or an hour after dusk, sorry. So there is kind of like a closure on that. And then of course there's no camping on the trail. So if I planned on doing it, I wouldn't mind doing it in one day. Like they said, it's doable. But you have to start off pretty early. Oh, this thing just starts to climb. But I'm reaching the summit. But yeah, if I can get it all done in one day, just start really early, 2, 3 in the morning, and just start walking. Good pair of walking shoes, trail hikers. Like I said, a bigger pack for my water. Maybe pack a lunch, some power bars, and then get out there and tackle it. I know the National Guard do something similar, where they walk the entire trail, start to finish. I believe they call that a death march. Oh, I got self-reception again. Oh, cancel. Cancel. There we go. Well, I got cell reception again, guys. Down near Baldy Lake, I had no cell reception whatsoever. No service. So like I said, you know, it's good to know where you have cell service and where you don't, just in case something happens. But yeah, they call that a death march. And like I had stated, you know, I want to do it in one day. It might end up being 2, but I think I can do it. If you guys think I can, leave a like. And if you want to see me take you guys on that walk from start to finish, tell me. Comment, share, like my posts, subscribe to the channel so you can see some more cool and awesome things like this. You know, because this is all this channel is really about, guys. It's bringing you along for the ride. You steer me where you want to go. I'll take you along with me when I can. So you can share in this adventure. You get to see beautiful sights like this. Get to enjoy it. And who knows, you know, if you want to come along with me and want to come on one of these trails, or you see a trail that you like and you just need a friend to walk it with you, I'm more than willing to do so. I do this and going to be doing this and nothing but work. So here we go. We made it to Old Baldy Summit, elevation 6,096 feet. Let's go take a look over here first. Cows. You can hear cows. You know. Yeah. Check it out, guys. Cows. Oh. I didn't have to go to work tomorrow. I'd try to camp here. String up a hammock between the two trees and chill out. That's cool, guys. I made it. There it is. Now back down the hill. So I'm gonna let you guys go for a minute. When I get back to the where the trailhead meets the other trail, we'll probably pick it up there, unless I see anything different between here and there. I might just save it until the very end, and then where the main trailhead is. So either or, I'll be back with you guys in a minute. See ya. Okay, guys, I'm about a mile, maybe a little less than a mile away from the vehicle. Just winding around to the backside of, I think it's the West Trail. Just climbed up through the backside of that hill, and there's actually a stream. Follows a stream. It's really nice. I'm sure it looks a little better during daylight hours. The sun is actually cresting the hill. I got about another 15-20 minute walk. Oh, why didn't I just take that trail? Huh. But sticking to the trail. Some of these just wind through, other ones just cut down the hill. But I'm sticking to the ones that are posted. And I'm going down the hill, around this corner, and then loop back up the hill, climbing back up to the trailhead, which is on the other side of this hill over here. I think it's the West Side Trail. Yeah, is 2.1 mile with the 0.8 going up to the peak, and the other is right at 3 miles with the 0.8, so it's 3.8, and the other one's 2.9. So I'll be doing the entire loop, I guess, today. And yeah, this is it's a pretty cool trail. Lots of downhill, lots of uphill, windy trails, dirt, little rock here and there, but for the most part it's pretty well beat down because of all the cattle that have been traveling on it. And not to mention, you can see bicycle tire tracks. You can also see footprints from earlier, kind of in the mud and the soft dirt. So it is well used, and this is my first time on it. It's extremely beautiful when you get up to the top. You got some pretty good outlooks. Like I said, it is kind of out here, a little away from civilization. You're never lost though. If you head down the hill this direction, there's a farmhouse. That's why there's so many cattle up in this area. I can actually see the barn from the hill, and the house down in the valley. And as I keep going lower, I lost cell reception again. So that's why I'm trying to haul buns back to the vehicle, because like I stated, I left my headlamp in my bag and didn't bring it, so I'm trying to make it before it gets too dark. So I'm gonna let you guys go and just say, like I always say, hopefully I see you guys on the trail someday. If we meet, say hi. Later.